running right now. Everyone is running. Everyone is running. It's crazy. Everyone's running. Oh my God. Look at this line. That's the Zelda line. Holy sh! Running from alive. Oh shit! Sorry. Oh shit! I hit someone. I'm in the line. I'm in the line. I'm in the line. Slow down. He didn't say slow down. I don't got time for that shit. Oh my God. Holy shit. Look at this line. It's still going. Holy shit. Holy shit. Woo! And that was me running to the Legend of Zelda line, day 3 of E3, getting there 4 hours early. What's up, gamers? Lady Pelvic here, coming at you live to talk about my first time ever at E3. Before I continue this video, I need you guys to do me a huge favor, is please tweet JJ of the Coalition at VenomousFatman1 on Twitter and just say thank you for bringing Lady Pelvic to E3, because without him, I would have never went. He offered me a free $1,000 ticket. So if you appreciate this video, be sure to slap a like on it and visit him on Twitter at VenomousFatman1 and just say thank you for bringing Lady Pelvic to E3. Feel free to include me in that tweet at Pelvic Gamer. And be sure to check out his YouTube channel, Gamer with Gains, and I'll link it in the description box below. Okay, so this is just gonna be my all-around experience about E3, just what it was like going there for the first time and not knowing what to expect. So I flew from Florida to Los Angeles, California, and I haven't flown for like 10 to 15 years, so I was a little nervous, like going up. I was like, whoa, I was like a 12-year-old. I was like, oh my God, whoa, clouds and shit, whoa. Admittedly, I was still a little nervous because, 9/11. I mean, I understand, yes, you have a higher chance of getting into a car accident than you have a plane accident, yes, but in a car accident, you have a chance of survival. If a plane's going down, you're a goner. Either way, everything was obviously a-okay because I'm still here. First day of E3, I got there like mad late. I saw a friend who lives in Los Angeles. We went to like the famous burger joint, In-N-Out, which apparently is West Side only. It was pretty good. Actually, it was really good. Animal style. Get it. So I got to E3 mad late, and I went to the South Hall first, which had all like the third-party developers, whereas like the West Hall had all like Nintendo, Sony, and Xbox. So I went to the South Hall, and oh my God, I was blown away. I didn't know what to think. Like, it was so overwhelming. I was like, is this real life? I mean, you saw like a giant chocobo, and then when you went upstairs, you saw like a giant building of like 2K games, and it was so overwhelming. The first game I played was called River City Tokyo Rumble, which I've never played. It's like a beat 'em up. You go through, you're like a brute, you're like a, I don't know, remember like Kuwabara from Yu Yu Hakusho? You're like one of those guys. I can't think of the name right now. You just punch and kick people, you like hit it with trash cans, with bats, with soccer balls. But the animation was like really funny. It's like you had a trash can, and you're like bam, bam, bam. And most importantly, I played the Kingdom Hearts 2.8 demo. While I am so far behind in Kingdom Hearts, I still really enjoyed it. Like, I've only played Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and part of Chain of Memories. I couldn't beat the 4th Riku, and I was like, cards, fuck this. I can't right now. I can't even. After playing the Kingdom Hearts 2.8 demo, I've definitely been reinvigorated to play Kingdom Hearts again. Specifically, Birth by Sleep and what's the other one? Dream Drop Distance. I could play 300 something over 2 days later, but that has Roxas, and I fucking hate Roxas. I don't want to deal with Roxas, but I might play it anyways if it matters to the story. I don't fucking know. And while I didn't know much about Aqua, Tetra, and Ventus, I still really enjoyed the demo. Sure, it did have like a little lag. Like, it seemed to like briefly for like a split second stall. Not the whole thing stall. It was just like like a delayed reaction. When you hit, it was like And I was like, oh, okay. But it's a demo, so they'll fix it. It'd be really stupid to let a buggy Kingdom Hearts game out. But at the same time, they did let out Chain of Memories, and that was a bug in itself. Pretty much the demo was the bridge to Cinderella's castle collapsed, so you had to hit these gears and it turned back times to when the bridge wasn't, collapsed. And then after you defeat the boss, you find, I believe it was Tetra, the brunette, who kind of resembles Riku, I guess? Maybe? I don't know, within like the trio. And yeah. So sorry if that's a spoiler. I wouldn't know because I haven't played Birth by Sleep. Then we have day 2, which I tried to get to the Legend of Zelda line and I failed. That was not a thing. I got there at like when the doors opened and I was in the back and no. So instead of sulking, I used my second day to go play a bunch of games. Since my first day, I was kind of like, ooh, ah. Second day, I wanted to play Zelda, but you know, whatever. So I played other games. One of the things I did was play with my new pet. Hey guys, it's Lady Pelvic at E3, the second day. I'm here at the Last Guardian booth where you get to interact with our little critter here, and he's so cute. It was a lot of fun to interact with him and see what's up and what's items you can use. And there was this magic eye over here that when you flashed it at him, his eyes turned very like purple and his tongue turned purple. It was so crazy, but it was really fun to interact with them. And then I waited 4 hours to get this guy, a Morgana cap from Persona 5. The Atlas booth was fucking madness. In order to get this Morgana cap, I had to wait 4 hours. Pretty much they give you like a stamp card and you had to play 4 of their games in the booth. There was about 6 games total. And I played first Shinigami Tensei Apocalypse, and I've never played a raw Shinigami Tensei game before, so it was kind of new to me. To be honest, I didn't like it, and it's hard, to be fair, it's hard to like really sample a demo of a JRPG, considering you're just really testing the gameplay, you don't know much about the story. But the attendant there explained the story. The story sounds awesome. The story is about like 2 gods, like 2 tribes of gods fighting or whatever, but the thing is, gods can't kill gods. They can always seal gods. So what they're doing is they're trying to get the humans on their side, because humans can kill gods. But the Irish god, Dagda, recruits one human and is like, hey, I'm gonna make you a god killer so you can kill gods. And pretty much, you know, you could choose your own ending. Do you wanna kill this side? Do you wanna kill this side? Or you just wanna kill everybody, you know, apocalypse. So that's really cool. But the gameplay is just, you know, like point to the enemy you want to attack, you know, attack, magic, or run, you know, you have those kind of general options. And yeah, I will say the art and the animation, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Like, I think that would be like a game I would watch someone play through. Also in the Atlas booth, I played Sonic Boom Fire and Ice. Now I know, you're like, you played a Sonic game. I personally wanted to see how far the mighty have fallen. But to my surprise, it was really fun. Like, Sonic Boom Fire and Ice was really fun. I mean, it was classic Sonic, you know, you go fast, you're changing from ice to fire, fire to ice, you know, whatever will continue, you know, the level. And it was really well done. Like, finally, personally, I haven't enjoyed a Sonic game since Sonic Heroes. Unpopular opinion, I know. And trust me, that game has its flaws, but I still enjoyed it. Other people are like, what about Sonic Generations? That was a good game, but it was only a good game because it referenced, you know, the old games. So, and then my final and 4th Atlas game was Project Diva X. So it was like one of those Hatsune Miku games, you know, you dance, like, you know, those J-pop, they're all like cute, and they do like the cute dances and stuff. Pretty much it's a rhythm game. It's like DDR, but with buttons, your hands and stuff. So it was cute. I was pretty bad at it. I'm a DDR girl. Like, I'm not about like hand-eye coordination. I'm all about like feet-eye coordination. I guess I have to be about hand-eye coordination because most games are hand-eye coordination. But maybe if I play this game enough, I will actually be able to defeat the boss for Drakengard 3. And of course, we can't forget about Horizon Zero Dawn, and unfortunately I couldn't take any footage whatsoever. They were like super strict about that, so I was like, okay. But you guys will have to take my word about how awesome it was. I mean, this shit was fucking fire. This game is gonna be like the game of 2017. If it's not the game of 2017, I'm pissed. The ways to take down your enemies are fucking outstanding. I mean, from just, you know, creating bombs, arrows, hacking them. Each enemy that you hack, it like affects the enemy differently. For example, there was like this one machine bull-like creature, so when you hacked it, you could ride it. It was essentially your mount, and that's awesome. Like, And if, for example, if you like hack the Watchers, it's essentially like the first enemy you see in the game, I believe. You know, they start to fight for you, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Like, I'm gonna hack these Watchers. Oh, God, I have a tribe of them running for me, man. And as you saw, like, the first trailer we ever saw of the game, you can use enemy parts against them. Essentially, you can also, like, tie them down, you know, shoot ropes and have them, like, fall over. That way you have, like, an easy way to hack them. The only thing I have about this game was the controls were a little wonky for me. Granted, I've been playing a lot of Nintendo games, so, you know, like, switching from Nintendo to PlayStation, PlayStation to Nintendo. The select button is actually the back button is the select button, so it was a little confusing for me. So I definitely got my ass beat a lot. But this game really pushes you to be stealthy because the Watchers will fuck you up. Like, if you can't fight a Watcher, they will mess you up, and they primarily travel in packs, so beware. Mark my words, guys, this game is gonna be fucking great. You're definitely gonna want to pick this up if you're into, like, action, adventure. Definitely a lot of survival elements in it. Another game that's gonna be dope as fuck, Gravity Rush 2 for the PlayStation 4. This game looks so gorgeous on PlayStation 4. Like, on the Vita, it looked good. The controls worked really well. On the PlayStation 4, like, it was like super smooth. And one thing that they incorporated in this game was like different styles for Cat against different enemies. For example, some enemies move stupid fast, so there's like a new style you could do that's like a teleportation style, where like when you used to like Gravity Rush, you used to like kick them and you fly over and essentially fall kick them. Well, now it's like you teleport kick. It's like I don't know if that makes sense, but it made sense in my head. It was just really awesome. The only real issue I faced with this game was like aiming, because you can use the controller to kind of as a like a gyro almost, and that was a little. And you could also use the joystick, but it was just a little like you definitely felt really floaty. So I don't know if they did that on purpose to make you feel like Cat, you know, the main character, because you know you're essentially floating in air, just kind of waiting to do something, or you know. Was it supposed to be a little bit more sturdy. I also had the pleasure of testing out the PlayStation VR. I did not sign up for it. I just kind of walked in line, and like the lady was super nice. I was like, hey, I can get you in. Just hurry up and get in. We're like, woo! So we got in. We got to play Rez for the PlayStation VR. How we got the headset over my fro was a fucking miracle. Like, it was beyond me. The guy like put it on. He was so nervous. He was like, okay, here we go. You know, he squished my fro down. We made it happen. We made it work. It worked out well. The graphics were super crystal clear. All the weight was here, so it felt very nice. The only thing that we should have done apparently was tighten it more. The guy didn't tighten it because he was kind of nervous because, you know, he didn't want to hurt me. He didn't know like what my fro was up to and stuff, because like sometimes when I looked around it kind of sagged a little bit, and if it like shifts just a little bit, it's like a focus when you're focusing on the camera. If it shifts just a little bit, something could go in or out of focus, you know, so you had to be very precise. One thing I also noticed was the top and bottom of the VR were like black. So if you just your eyes, if your eyes looked down or your eyes looked up, it was black. So it was cool, like you saw whatever you need to see in the front, but anytime you looked up or down, like just looked up or down, it was black. So you know, that was kind of a bummer. I kind of wanted like to be immersed in it, you know what I mean? Personally, I'm not completely sold on this because there was another headset called Vive that I didn't get to experience. But everyone who I talked to at E3 who was like a consumer like me was like, Vive is where it's at. So maybe something to look into. From what I have heard, the Vive, in terms of graphics, blows the PlayStation VR out of the fucking water. But again, don't take it from me. This is just through the grapevine. I didn't play with the Vive, so unfortunately, sad face. The PlayStation VR is priced at $400, while the Vive is placed at $800. But that's probably because the PlayStation 4 is already about $400, $350, so you could only use the PlayStation VR with the PlayStation. So people who are looking at the PlayStation VR probably already own a PlayStation. Whereas the Vive is $800, but you get the whole entire package. Another thing to consider while shopping for VR headsets is some games are exclusive to PlayStation. So while you may want the Vive, make sure that none of the games that you want are PlayStation 4 exclusive. Either way, until a .hack VR game is announced, I won't be getting any VR headset. And the last game I played for only like 5 minutes because it was about to close was Phoenix Wright Spirit of Justice for Nintendo 3DS. I didn't even get to the first cross-examination of the first trial. It was still kind of cool to like say I was actually playing it, like I was doing stuff. I was clicking that A button. And kind of sad, but expected news, it will be a digital download only. I mean, it's not exactly bad news, I just like hard copies of my games. And finally, the third day, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Day. Okay, so I'm from the East Coast, meaning when I woke up on California time, 6 a.m., it was 9 a.m. So I used that to my advantage and got to the doors stat. By the time I got there around like 6:30, there was only like a few people in front of me, so I was like, I'm getting it. I'm playing this goddamn game today. As the doors opened, like holy shit, the line was fucking ridiculous. And let me tell you, this shit was bonkers. It was bananas. Once they lifted the rope of keeping like 1,000+ people at bay, right? They said, walk, don't run. Everyone fucking ran. Like it was like speed walk, and then once they got past the bouncers, They bolted. And once I saw that shit, I was like, nope, I'm fucking running. I was going to walk. I was going to walk. Once I saw other people running, I was like, no. No, not today. Not today, good sir. This shit was fucking mad. People were dropping their cell phones. Someone dropped a salad. I ran into someone while I was running. I was filming while I was running the first clip I showed you guys. It was crazy. I mean, I thought I was a big Legend of Zelda fan. I mean, I am a big Legend, but these people were like, whoa, it was ruthless. It was ruthless. So I got there 4 hours early and I still had a 2-hour wait, but by all means, I'm not complaining. I got to play. I'm blessed. So I met some really incredible people in line. We finally got to the front. Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario, Waluigi, Luigi, and Wario was there, snapping some pictures. That was really cool. He's an awesome guy. I've met him before. He's just such a jolly freaking man. And sorry I had to take out some of the music because Nintendo, I guess, doesn't want people to hear what happened at E3 in terms of like their setup. So, because I've seen other YouTubers like put the same stuff I'm putting out and their music was like ripped from their videos. So, but like take a look inside. It was beautiful, well thought out. The architecture, the sculptures, the everything, just the everything, the whole atmosphere. I was in heaven. I was like, can I just live here? I mean, even the promo models were so fucking cute. I mean, look at that. I want that fucking outfit. Shit. Fuck it. I'll take the models and the outfits too. Look at that. Look at that beautiful statue of my husband taking out that evil monster. Delicious. Look at the moblins chilling on the tower. Some of them were cooking. And the demo as a whole was about 30 minutes. The first 10 minutes was just you exploring. Like, you gotta go out, fight some moblins, cut some grass, just see the world. You know, there was no story. The second one, there was some story. The second one was a 20-minute run, and it was timed, so you just had to... You could follow the story, or you could just say fuck it and do whatever the hell you want. It was your demo. In the exploring ones, one of the first things you notice is there's no Hyrule theme. Like, you're in the field of Hyrule is what I'm presuming. There was no music. It was just like ambient sounds. Very Western. You know, you heard the grass rustling, the wind, birds chirping, just stuff like that. There was even a meter at the bottom that showed how much sound you're making to see if like you could successfully sneak up on an enemy or if an enemy would actually hear you. Because if you look at the moblin, they have big ass fucking Dumbo ears. I love taking out the moblins all like stealthy like with my bow. I felt like a ninja. And you could even reclaim your arrows, which I thought was a pretty cool touch. Oh, and can we just talk about for a second? Link could jump. He could actually just jump on his own. He didn't have to like be on a ledge and jump into another platform. No, he could just jump because for the sake of jumping. Like, because why the fuck not? Jumping is hip. Jumping has been a thing since forever. And Link is finally a part of the crew. So then the story mode, first things first, there was voice acting. There was like, you heard stuff. Presumably Zelda, it was like a feminine voice. Had like a British touch to it. I wasn't a fan of it, but like, it wasn't terrible. I just, thought they could do better, but whatever. So, and she's pretty much telling you to wake up. You've been asleep for 100 years. So you get up, you get like a Sheikah slate, which resembles a Wii U pad, and you go out, you can get clothes. Did I put the clothes on? No, because Link shirtless is a wonderful thing. Let me tell you, I definitely paid for that mistake because armor, raises your defense. And when I went out there naked, just fighting moblins, and when I didn't know how to fight, I was just like, whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, I died. And so then I put on clothes. Anyway, so the voice guides you to like this little pillar thing. And so you put your Sheikah slate inside the pillar, and then a huge tower fucking erects. It's like, whoa, what the fuck? And then this voice, which I'm gonna call Zelda, is like, darkness has returned to the land, look at that castle, blah, blah, blah. And you see this like giant fucking dark cloud of Ganon. And like, the developers are saying that you could essentially go straight to the final boss if you want. Probably won't end well for you, but you could do it. I mean, good luck to you, So that's definitely probably one of the challenges I will be taking on. After you go down the tower, the old man like flies to you with like a parachute hang glider thing. And you're like, oh my god, I want that weapon. And he's like, well, you could have that weapon. Just go to this cave, collect this for me, and I'll trade you. So you go to the cave, and that's when my timer ran out. Still super fun, super hype, super exciting. I think I'm gonna do an entire video of this because I'm briefly talking about it. There's so much to talk about this game, but know that I'm so excited. The world is beautiful. It's huge. It's overwhelming. Like, you don't know what to do. It's like going to Skyrim. You're like, okay, where do I start? But man, it was beautiful. And I have to say, while the game is amazing, like hype all the way, I am ready for this game. I do kind of miss the traditional Zelda. Like, I do miss the Hyrule theme. I kind of wish that we used hearts again instead of food. By all means, it's not like hearts, food. It's the same fucking thing. I get it. It's just... part of me misses it, but I'm not going to hate on that because I like that they're trying to evolve and expand, be progressive, and they're trying to capture a new audience, and I want more people to experience Zelda because Zelda's amazing. And also, okay, unpopular opinion, I'm not really a fan of the title Breath of the Wild because it really just tells you, like, It just seems like an open world game, you know, whereas like Majora's Mask, like you knew Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask was about this mask. Ocarina of Time, you knew this ocarina had something to do with time. Wind Waker, you're a fucking conductor. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, even Link Between Worlds, like you were literally going in between worlds. Link to the Past, you are going to the past. It told you something about the game. This was just like open world, and I don't know, I want a little more than just open world, you know what I mean? So, but I mean, I'm not going to play the game. I am confident all these new changes are definitely for the better, and no matter how you want to twist it, I'm still excited for this game. And the final game I played since I spent so much time at the Legend of Zelda booth was Harvest Moon Skytree Village. I haven't played a Harvest Moon game since like the Wii. Yeah. I haven't played a Harvest Moon game since the Wii, but I've always been a fan. The game is for the Nintendo 3DS, and it does have the same premise. The Harvest Goddess lost a lot of her powers because the people of Skytree Village don't believe in her. So you gotta convince the villagers, you know, grow crops and plants and animals and all that fun stuff. Pretty like same stuff. There are some differences, however. For example, in this game, you can jump. I don't know what it is, but everyone's like starting to get up on, like, you know, the train of like, hey, we could jump now. Like, people can jump in real life. Let's make our characters jump. Some characters can even double jump. Mind blown. So you could jump in this game, and there's like elevations. You know, you can build, which essentially adds a layer of elevation, or you can dig, which brings it down. And I'm sure that affects like crops certain ways. So I'm excited to see how that turns out. And the new animal in this game is like a donkey, and I'm like, okay, let's have an ass. And that pretty much sums up my E3 2016. Now, next year, if I go, holy shit, I'll be so much more prepared. Did you know, like, if you were press, I was like one step below press, but if you were press, there's something called the newsroom that stayed open an hour later after the doors closed, and that's where all, like, the YouTubers or, like, the press would upload their videos and just get them out to the public. I was always wondering, I was like, how did the people get it out so fast? Like, holy shit. So, next year, definitely bring my laptop, definitely gonna do live footage and get these videos out a lot sooner to you guys. And I'm gonna be so much more prepared. You just you wait. Also, because I was a noob, I didn't realize like you're supposed to schedule meetings with developers, so I could have met like the developers of like Nier Automata or Abzu or maybe Kingdom Hearts. I don't know. But like it was just, oh man, god damn it. Oh, that would have been really cool. But not all was bad. I did meet HMK, and I did meet the man behind Video Game Rap Battles, which was so cool. Like he followed me on Twitter. I was like, oh my god. Another thing that happened to me was 2 subscribers of mine actually recognized me and were like, hey, Lady Pelvic. And I was like, oh my god. Yeah, hi. It was just really cool meeting people, like, in real life, you know, just saying how much they appreciate my work. We had, like, discussion on, like, Nier Automata, Tales of Berseria. Like, it was just really awesome to meet you guys. And I really appreciate you guys just coming out and saying hello to me. Like, you know, I'm a normal person. Hey, guys. So, it means a lot to, like, an upcoming YouTuber. You know, just for people to come up and say thank you, or I really enjoy what you do, keep doing it, rock on girl, you know, etc, etc. So like, okay, we're about to get a little deep, but like, have you ever been surrounded by essentially friends, you know, you're at a party, but you felt so alone, like you didn't know anyone, you know, like you're just surrounded by people who essentially love you, want the best for you, but you just don't, you feel so alone, out of place? Well, E3 was the exact opposite. I went to E3 knowing one person, and everyone who I talked to, we just bonded over video games. It was just one giant community, one giant family. Even if like you're an Xbox lover, I bonded with people who were all about Xbox, but they weren't rude, they weren't disrespectful to PlayStation or Nintendo, and it was so nice. Like, shout out to the gamer community, guys. Like, we're the best. If I had one complaint, which isn't really a complaint, it's just E3 is a fucking tease, right? Like, you're playing these 5-minute, 10-minute, even half an hour demos, but they still got you like, let me get that Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, bro. Let me get some Horizon Zero Dawn, bro. Like, it was just crazy. Like, it wasn't enough. I was left wanting more. I was like, how can you do this to me? This was torture. But it was still like, wow, I'm so grateful. But oh my god, I can't wait to get my hands on all these games. Abzu, Gravity Rush, Horizon Zero Dawn. It was awesome. It was just a huge fucking awesome experience. And if you ever get the chance to go to E3, take that shit. Like, just fucking find a way, work overtime, do what you gotta do, find someone to watch your kids, watch your husband, watch your wife. Like, go to E3. It's amazing. Overall, my favorite game at E3 to play, okay, I'm not gonna count Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild because that's just, I'm so biased and I'm funny. Obviously that game, but I really actually have to say, I think Gravity Rush. Like, Gravity Rush, then Horizon Zero Dawn. But I'm actually, like, really excited for Gravity Rush. Like, I'm really excited for Gravity Rush. Also, feel free to ask me any questions in the comment section below. Like, questions about E3, like, what would I do differently, or any advice, tips, and tricks, and da-da-da. Because there's so much I wanted to say, but this video is already long as it is, so I'm pretty sure you don't want to hear me yabbering on anymore. You have other videos to watch, I'm sure. Thank you all so much for watching this. Stay tuned for my thoughts on PlayStation's press conference, which will be another video coming out in the near future. If you enjoy my convention vlogs, click the top box. And if you want to see what kind of person I truly am, watch my Let's Play of Life is Strange, which is slowly coming to an end. Be sure to check out my Facebook page for all the E3 photos. Like, comment, and subscribe, and enjoy some more random footage of E3!
What's up, peoples? How you doing? Awesomeness.
Then we got YouTube Carrey. Look, he's so hip. I don't know if he's in focus, but he's there. He's here. Here. Proof. It's him. For real. And I don't know, she vlogs.
I'll take the spear. Yep.
No, wielding! Oh, snap.
Right, yeah. That's so funny. That's all right. Ready?